Hello, just Jamie here. So I'm going to talk a little bit about child abuse. Some of you out there from the early days of Just Jamie would probably remember times when I talked about parental alienation. So I'm going to simplify this a little bit. And bear in mind, we've just had the Child Abuse Prevention Month and Parental Alienation Month. But those watching my channel will undoubtedly see I've been very busy doing other retro content pretty much for the last few months. So what is parental alienation? So parental alienation, it's one of those things which is manipulating a child to turn against the other parent. A lot of people are unaware what parental alienation is, but if you look into it, the technicalities of it, parental alienation comprises of many things, and yeah, it's pretty much manipulation. The children turn them against people, doing things behind the child's back which the child is unaware of, that type of thing. So question is, how do child abusers do this? How does parental alienators tell a child they no longer love, or the other parent wants to see that child? How do they do this? So research back in the early days of my research into this actually suggested it's a gradual process of manipulation, and very subtle as well. So let's just begin by how child manipulation works. And this is proven from different professionals from around the world. And of course, parental alienation, child mental abuse, it's not exclusive to, say, the UK. It's a global thing. People are people and child abusers are child abusers. So how do they turn your child against you? So first of all, the typical scenario is they will get rid of the person, the other parent, and get that other parent as far away as possible. So meanwhile, while the other parent is away, the child abuser can do as much damage as they want, so get away with it. So they can tell friends and family, this innocent parent who's done literally nothing has done this and that. Meanwhile, your alienated parent, who's been alienated from his children, is very unaware of what's being said. And this is the child abuser's plan, is that their plan is to literally delete you from existence. They don't want you to be a part of their children's life. Meanwhile, and this is another common scenario, is that the children are being told another thing. For example, your father left, he no longer loved you, and he just upped and left, and he travelled to the other side of the world. It really is as simple as that, and that's through my own research and through a lot of people I've spoken to in the past about how this happens. So like I was saying, as soon as that parent is gone out of the life and they put all blocks in place, they'll likely take you to an institution, or so-called institutions such as family court. Family court has got a very, very, very bad name. Again, back in the early days of Just Jamie, that's what my channel was predominantly about, that type of thing. So family court, you're pretty much set up before you even begin. Family court, they will keep the argument going for a very long time in order to profit, that type of thing. But I could go on about family court, but I'm not going to. The video of this is how child abusers manipulate children, like I've been saying. And it simply is that gradual and subtle process of indoctrinating the children with these false memories. And without a doubt, you can ask alienated children if they've got a direct memory of you doing what they've been told you've been doing. They don't have a memory. For example, and I've used this example before in the early days of Just Jamie, I got smacked years ago by my dad. I was about 8 or 9. But the point is, I remember it. I can actually remember that memory. I could smell everything at the time. I can smell it right now if it happened yesterday. But the chances are your alienated children don't have this memory, and they don't have that smell, because it's a false memory which the other parent, the child abuser, is implanted into their head over a gradual process of time. And that's the real tragic thing about it. Most alienated parents and alienated children from child abusers or narcissists are very aware that in some cases, when the other parent finally gets involved after time, there'll be questions, and suddenly their storyline is being manipulated. It's being changed because the alienated parent, the victim of this, is obviously got more fresh input to put into the story, what they've been giving people. And this is where it gets interesting. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, parental alienation, child abuse, emotional abuse, and just to remember, abuse, child abuse isn't, and I will repeat, isn't, nothing to do with just hitting or physical abuse. Remember, and this is very important, mental abuse is highly, highly dangerous, and it causes major mental health problems. And if it don't cause minor mental health problems in adolescence, then certainly by the time your child gets a lot older, it will cause severe damage. And this is the dangerous thing about child abusers and their emotional mental abuse. But anyway, thanks for watching. And like I say, yeah, a bit of a doomy gloomy one, but I totally missed the other day on Parental Alienation Awareness Month and also Child Abuse Prevention Month. So apologies for that. And if you're still a subscriber from a long time ago, year and a half, 2 years ago, just comment down below and just let me know you're still there. So until next time, I hope you're all well and take care.